Hello, hello. So today we're going to be talking about how to live your life to the fullest. So you might be wondering, okay, Hope, what is this really about? How do you live your life to the fullest? You're desiring great things. You're desiring growth. You're desiring a good job. You're desiring a promotion. You're desiring a good relationship at home with your family. You were thinking about starting your own business, or maybe you're thinking about going back to school. And all of these things align with you living your life to the fullest. So today we're going to be talking about how do you do that? You have these desires. So how can you accomplish those goals that you're thinking about? So in order for you to live your life to the fullest, it all starts with knowing who you are as a person. What are you made up of? What are your motivations? What are those things that you have thought about yourself? Things that excite you when you think about it? Things that maybe you think about it, you say, that's not me. So it really comes down to knowing who you are as a person. In order for you to live your best life yet, you've got to uncover. You really have to know what you're made up of. What are your values? It goes back to that values. I know I've been talking a lot about your core values, but I talk a lot about it because knowing your core values is very important, because that's what makes you who you are as an individual, as a mom, as a dad, as an employee, as a manager, as a CEO, as a president, whatever role you're in. Your values are really what make you who you are. So you might say, okay, what are these values? What are they? I've heard a lot about it. I've never really paid attention to what values are. Some examples I can share with you are integrity, respect, innovation, creativity, family, commitment, career, work. Those are just a few that I'm sharing with you. So you really have to come up to understand, okay, what are my values? What is important to me? What are my priorities when it comes to these values? So here's an example. um if I asked you, what are your top three values, and you said to me family, career, financial success, those are three values, and I asked you which of those would you put as your number one, you would say to me, family. Let's go with family, for example. What that means is that family is your number one priority. That in any decision that you make, your family always comes first. You will not do anything to jeopardize that. Your family is number one. All right, time changes, life goes on, and I ask you again, say 6, 7 months later, what are your priorities? What are your values? And you say to me, Hope, financial success is my number one priority. What does that mean? That means that um, family is no longer your priority. It's no longer that number one priority. The financial success is your number one priority. That you are willing to let go your family and always put financial success, your career, number one. So that's what it means in prioritizing your values, knowing who you are, knowing what your values are in order of priority. It's important that you do that. You can't just say, these are my values, and you just let it be without you focusing on what's important. Why is that necessary? Why do you have to put them in order of priority? Because it gives you that mental confident state that you don't have to worry about uh, struggling to balance. But you just know from the onset, all right, if it's financial success, it's financial success. What that means is that anything that comes relating to my family or your commitment, your financial success will always come first. But at the same time, I would also remind you that if that were to be the case, there's a tendency for relationship issues because you've not put in the time to take care of your family or your relationships. It means that your financial success is your number one. So it's really about aligning your values with what is most important to you. So to live your life to the fullest, one, know who you are. Who are you? What makes you you? What makes hope hope? Two, be strong in your confidence. Because when you know who you are, you're able to become, you're confident in your skin. You're confident in who you are. You're confident in your abilities. You're confident in the things that you say because you know who you are. But when you don't know who you are, it's difficult to live life to the fullest because you're constantly struggling to find yourself. You're struggling in finding who your real identity. If you're a manager today, you're a CEO, you're a professional hearing me today, and it's resonating with you, that's a good thing. So you want to know who you are. That way you can live your life to the fullest. That way you can do your job to the fullest with satisfaction, with fulfillment, because you know that you're living your life with integrity, as long as that is a value for you. When you know your values, you will not negotiate with anything outside of that because you know the difference. You know what is right, you know what is wrong. You are able to make those decisions confidently. Why? Because you know who you are. But if you're not able to make decisions confidently, in one way or another, it could mean that you're really not sure about your values, that you really don't know who you are. So if you want to excel, you want to live this life of freedom, you want to find fulfillment, you want to grow, it's important for you to understand your core values. It's going to set you apart. It builds your confidence. When you step into the room, people just know who you are because they know that your yes is yes, your no is no. They know you're a man or a woman of integrity. They know respect is what you desire. They know honesty is what you desire. They know who you are because you do not negotiate that with anything else. So selecting your values in order of priority, it's very important. So I ask you this. If I had actually I'm gonna give you homework. You don't have to turn that homework to me, but I just want you to reflect on it. It gives you an opportunity to reflect on you, your own personal life, your professional journey. Take a piece of paper and write out three things. What are the three values that you practice in your work and your business? What are the three values that you practice? And as you write those down, I want you to reflect. How do those values affect or impact the decisions that you make, the life that you live? Are they aligned with your goals for your work? Are they aligned for your goals for your organization? What do they look like? That's something for you to think about. And as always, honesty goes a long way because when you are honest with yourself, this is for you. When you are honest with what you desire, what you want, it makes a big difference because you're all in, because you've made up your mind. This is for your growth, this is to help you get to the next level. So, living a life of freedom, living a life of fulfillment requires going all in and being willing to make the connection between our values and our goals and what we look for. Because when there is that connection, then we are definitely going to enjoy that emotional state. It's going to be all aligned. There's no stress involved in it. There's no frustration involved in it. There's no confusion either. There's confidence. There's growth. There's always growth. So I just wanted to share that with you today. And if it's something that resonates with you and you have any question at all, Hope, where do I go? How do I uncover my values? How do I even know if my values align with my goals? I encourage you. DM me, message me. Let's chat. Let's communicate. Let's see how we can help you live your life to the fullest because it all starts from the inside. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to step up and say, enough is enough. I want to live my life in fulfillment. I do not want to live my life struggling, trying to discover who I am. But I know you can do it. So I hope that helped you. If I can help, connect with me, reach out. Thank you. I'll see you during the week.